2006 Honda Ridgeline with oil leak. Seem to be often overlooked, but it looks like the oil leak coming from the filter housing. Oh, there is another name for this, but this piece right here. As you can see, it's all covered in oil. To make it a bit easier, I'm gonna clean this area first so that I'm not covered in oil while working on it. Now there are two connectors I have to remove. I can see one of them right here. That should be pretty easy. Unfortunately, another one is a lot tougher just because I can't see it. I can feel it, but it's not easy. I might try to remove actually from here, might be a bit easier. I'll start by removing the oil filter. Now I'm gonna try to remove that piece. There are two 10mm bolts. Size is 12mm. This is top right, this is bottom one, so top right is longer. Top left, same length as the bottom one. So now I'm gonna pull it out. Now hopefully I'll have a better clearance to remove this 10mm. Stuck there pretty good. My advice is still try to remove that connector instead of dealing with this. I just couldn't remove it. Comes off very easy with impact. Gonna remove this one. It is very brittle. You could definitely see it's time for replacement. I'm gonna remove this sensor, don't know the name of it. I'm gonna use 22mm socket. Doesn't look like this one was leaking, but I'll replace the gasket anyway. Part number for this one. Now be careful here, don't over tighten it. It's a bit dangerous with impact, but I'll just do it for a little bit. Now I'll clean this area a bit with brake parts cleaner. Here's the part number for this housing filter. This one's nice and soft, unlike the previous one. Put a bit of oil on this gasket. Now I'm gonna work on this gasket. Pretty tough to remove. It's also very brittle. Here is part for this one. Put some engine oil on this one for lubrication and put it on. Gonna start securing those two. Gasket's still in place, so that's good. Now I'm gonna secure those two 10mm bolts. Again, I'm using impact wrench, but just for a little bit. Don't over tighten it if you're using impact. Okay, time to put filter housing there, but actually before I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna clear this surface. Time to put it on. Just be careful with this gasket, make sure it stays in. You probably should do this when it's time for oil change, so that you're not wasting any oil. That's what I'm doing. Okay, now I'm gonna plug in this connector back. Now I'm gonna put in new filter. Put a little bit of oil on a filter gasket and hand tighten that filter. Make sure old gasket is not on that housing. Now again, if it's time for oil change, remove drain plug, pretty much do a standard oil change. Now I'm gonna add engine oil and check for leaks. Oil is full, time to start the truck. Well, that's it for this video. Overall, it didn't take that much time. Only regret is, if I were able to remove that connector, whole job would be a lot easier. If you are able to remove it, please share your tips, hints, how you were able to take it off. I'll provide Amazon affiliate links for parts and tools I use to get the job done. Let me know if you have any questions, I'll reply as soon as I can. Thanks for watching, see you next time.